social media and they so caught up in the reality television. It's difficult being around individuals when that's really what they care about. And care about that. When I meet people that share similar interests, it's refreshing, it's beautiful. I can't be wrong because this person feel like...
Little bitch, you knew I was pressure the day that you met me, you knew I was trouble. I done had so much going on up in this little piece of mind. I done did so much up in this little piece of time. Well, bitch, I'm bad and I'm better. Separate the fake from the real niggas. See the fake in them niggas, they still living. Can't fuck with them niggas, they dead weight. I step on their head with these roach killers. I am well connected with drug dealers. I am not in the game, but I bang with them. A lot of niggas won't hang, but they can't with us. Leave your brains on the front of the barrel. Too many niggas be talking, I had to go get them. Put two in his chest, put one in his head. Put four through the stomach, put four in his leg. Real nigga that walk through the valley don't need no protection, yeah. It's me and the law. Niggas be ratting and putting it all on the ground. That shit get you knocking your jaw. And they all in they feelings, cause niggas between they bitch, get out of your field. Man, your bitch is a road runner, got the whole team jumping all in the light. Yeah. I wish one of you niggas would try and keep a little piece on my side. Send them so high, fly, pilot. Ain't nothing changed but the plane's private. Your bitch, she speak on my name, holler. She said the dick was too good, solid. The way that she suck on them balls like a monster. You think you gon' get her back? I doubt it. Nigga try me, then we put some letters on top of your head. Walk around a little bit like he bout it. My niggas gon' leave him on red. I'm loving how we making money, but we not the same. Your niggas be talking a lot. That talking, she put your ass up in the box. Have you shipped in the river, buried under rocks. I got pressure busting out the pipe, bitch. I'm retarded. They yelling out my name. I'm loving how they callin'. I told them I'm forever great, bitch. I be ballin'. They never met a nigga like me from New Orleans. Got pressure busting out the pipe, bitch. I'm retarded. They yelling out my name. I'm loving how they callin'. I told them I'm forever great, bitch. I be ballin'. They never met a nigga like me from New Orleans.
What's going on, man? What's going on? We are back with another episode of Fan of My Peers. I'll stumble over my words. Look, here's the deal. We got a good video for y'all today, a good interview with one of my young brothers, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely a fan of him, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to welcome y'all back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, go ahead on. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, share, help the podcast grow, you know what I'm saying? If this your time coming back, I appreciate you for coming back. We got a great interview. And look, be on the lookout, because if you are subscribing and you liking and you commenting, we are going to give away some prizes later on as the podcast grow. But we got to get those numbers up, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, I want to bring on this young man who had a huge influence on New Orleans, and in my opinion, he still do. You know what I'm saying? He had the city rocking with a couple of bangers or whatever, and we gonna get it all into it. Welcome, my little dog, my little brother, my purple brother. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, where you at, Rantz Davis? Where you at, baby? Oh man, we having a little technical difficulties. My bro ain't in here right now. Okay, there you go. He popped in. We got him. I just did your intro, my guy. So everybody's sitting on there waiting for you to come on in. But once again, this my little purple brother, you know what I'm saying? My Marcher 100 dog, my New Orleanian, my dog. I am a fan of this dude, and y'all probably are too, you know what I'm saying? Well, here we go. We go welcome my little dog, Rantz Davis. You dig?
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on with it, brother? What's going on with it, dog?
I can't call it, man. Everything is good. God is good, and I'm blessed, man. How you doing?
Man, listen, I am blessed to have you on here, dog. You know what I'm saying? I've watched your growth before everybody even seen who you were, you know what I'm saying? From the little short dude playing trumpet in the band, you know what I'm saying? To the grown man that you have become, you dig? So I just want to thank you for blessing the Fan of My Peers with your presence today, brother.
Man,
it's been a long time coming, dog.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a minute, man. So, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here, and I'm more than happy to support you and what you got going on as well, bro.
Man, listen, iron sharpens iron, like I tell everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that come on the podcast, I always tell them that iron sharpens iron, my guy. But I'm going to give you I know you know this already, but it's more so for the viewers out there and to give a little backstory. But I created this platform to support live in front of everybody that the people who I know and that I consider my friends and even colleagues that I am a fan of you. You know what I'm saying? Because what you doing, it makes me push for greatness in myself. You know what I mean? So,
For
fan
sure.
of my peers. Rance Davis is a fan. I would say he's a peer of mine, so that makes me a fan, and I want to keep on pushing and encourage him to keep on doing what he's doing because the more he grow, the more he gonna make me grow. So that's the reason why we got fan of my peers, my brother.
For sure. I love that, man. I love the concept and I love the whole idea, bro. That's amazing.
I appreciate it. So we just come straight off of a hot week, 2 weeks in the city. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yes,
got
sir.
back to Atlanta on Wednesday, and you came
Yeah.
back what?
Same
Tuesday
Wednesday,
night? No,
same.
okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
cool. You
Yep.
dig? So we had a good time out there in the city for
Man.
Mardi Gras. Hence, I still have this background. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah.
and then right behind you, you know what band they got behind there, huh?
The
You
Og,
can take
man.
you can take a wild guess, my brother. You can
You
take a
already
wild
know.
guess. You know what I'm
The
saying?
Og, man. The
But
best of
yeah,
the best.
all day, every day. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, give us a little hate, but we
Man,
and I
this shit.
always say we not back. Y'all just caught up,
Yeah.
but now it's time for
Yeah.
us to catapult to another stratosphere on y'all because
This shit was undeniable, my brother.
hey man, look, they couldn't touch us this year, dog. They
This
couldn't
shit
touch
was
us at all.
undeniable, brother.
Like I was beyond
Yeah. Beyond
proud,
proud.
you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Beyond
That was
proud.
one of those times where you can really sing I'm so glad I am a purple knight.
For real,
You
brother.
feel
For
me?
real, man.
And
It was
even if
amazing.
you was in a band, you know what I'm saying, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, bro. I caught them young brothers playing at the underneath the Macy's tunnel for the Endymion, bro. And it was a sight to see, man. I
Most
was
definitely.
like you said, more than proud to wear them purple and gold colors, brother.
And not only that was to be a part of that, you know what I'm
To
saying?
say that I was yeah, to be a part of that as well, man. You know, to be a
Because
part of
we
that
had that
legacy,
purple
man, means
on our back, you dig?
yeah, to be a part of that legacy means a lot, bro. So
I'm trying to set up and see if we can get some comments on Facebook right quick, you know what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
So but if y'all in here, man, listen, uh I need y'all to drop some sevens for me because I'm from the seven ward, you know what I'm saying? What part of the city you from, right?
I'm 17,
Uptown.
man.
I
I'm
knew
from
it.
Holly
Uptown.
Grove. Yeah, bro. I grew up uptown. I grew up in Holly Grove, and I hung out a lot in the Magnolia in the third ward because my grandma, she stayed in the Magnolia. My mom and all them grew up in the Magnolia. I went to elementary and middle school at Holy Ghost on Louisiana Toledano Street. So I spent a lot of time uptown, third ward and 17th. That's where I roamed the
Okay.
most. Yeah, and I went to school obviously in the seventh ward, so you know, I fuck with
I
downtown
mean,
too.
it's only right. You know what I'm saying? You got a seven in both of them. You got the 7 and the 17th, you dig? So you
Facts.
really,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I actually went to high school at the AUG and then went to college at Dillard, which is down the street. So yeah,
Man,
man.
so what did you major in when you was in college, bro?
I majored in mass communications and I minored in marketing. Had a
Okay.
minor in marketing. Yeah, that was some
So
fun
hey,
times.
I appreciate that seven, man. I appreciate you, dog. But yeah, man. So like we gonna start from I guess we'll start from St. Aug, bro.
hmm
Like how did you even get to the Aug? Like was this something that you always wanted to do?
Man, it's crazy, bro. So I always did want to be in the marching 100. Um, but I didn't learn how to play trumpet until maybe a year before I got there. But I it was as a little boy, I always did dream of being in the marching 100. But then I also was kind of skeptical. Once I got like in the seventh, eighth grade, I was like, I don't know if I want to go to an all boys school. I do love the band over there, but then I kind of feel like I want to go to a McMain or 3-5 or something like that. But then I'm gonna tell you, my mom, she was really hard up on St. Aug, and she was like, let's just go to the open house. So I always tell a story where I had open houses lined up, several of them opened up or lined up for like different schools. St. Aug was the first open house on the list. Even the
Okay.
first open house that was on the schedule.
Yeah.
And that was the first one I went to. Bro, no lie, dog. I went to the open house at the all. And after I left the open house, I told my mom we ain't even gotta go to no more open houses. This is where I want to go.
And it was
Like,
solidified. It was
yeah,
solidified.
like I was supposed to go to De La Salle open house, McMain, 3-5, like all them. And those were like the top four. But literally, bro, like after I went to St. Aug's open house, I was like, just cancel the other ones. This is where I want to go. Like they sold me on a tradition, just a brotherhood. Obviously, I was already, wanting to be in the March 100 in the band and everything, but I just was kind of skeptical about going to the school. They sold me on just the brotherhood, the legacy, and then also, sprinkling in that, oh, you'll be, a part of the first band to march in the Rose Bowl parade your freshman year and all that stuff. So,
That was
and
my
then,
senior year.
exactly, that was my freshman year, and
Yeah,
then sold me on the all the successful black men that walked the halls. You know what I'm saying? All the people that had came before me, and the people that graduated, they start naming all these people, and it's like you'll be a part of the legacy. And yeah, man, I was just like, you know what? I'm with it. I want to be a Purple Knight, and that sold me, man. And after that,
man. Shout out to anybody, whoever that was that host ran for his
for the open
his
house,
open
yeah,
house, you did, because you
I never
sold
forget
my
that,
dog,
bro.
and now he's a part of that legacy
Yeah.
2600. You know what I'm
And yeah,
saying?
it's one. Look, I just made my 20 years last year, and 20 years later, man, I'm so glad I made that decision, man. That was some of the best times of my life. Being in that band for sure. Like
Most
that was,
definitely.
man. That was some of the best times of my life for sure. And it
I
molded me,
don't even.
really grew me to a man for sure.
So let me ask you, like, with you starting out in the band, did you have any music intellect early on before you got in the band? Because you said you learned how to play trumpet at St. All, right?
I learned how to play trumpet maybe a year before, leading up to
Okay.
once I knew that's where I was going and that's what I wanted to do. I was like, okay, I got accepted into the school. Now I need to learn how to play trumpet so I could be ready for summer band camp. And I started learning maybe like 6 months before summer band camp. And but I did have musical background. I sing, obviously, so I've always sung, and I also play a little piano, so I knew how to read music too.
Okay.
It
So
was
you
yeah. So I knew the notes. I knew how to read a staff, and all that stuff. It was just a matter of me just learning how to play trumpet, like learning how to actually play the notes, learning how to which valves is which notes and things like that, and just practicing. And so that's why I was kind of able to learn a little quickly because I did have a musical background and I already knew how to kind of read music with piano. I just had to convert that over to trumpet. And once I practiced and got that down pat, obviously the more and more I practiced, the better I got. And by the time I got to summer band camp, I was ready.
okay? So how was your experience when you walked in there? Because like, I mean,
Man, I was
we just had
nervous.
this look. We just had this conversation. Mardi Gras when you were
Yeah,
saying when I was saying how small you are. You still like a
yeah,
smaller guy, but
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying, you've grown into your size.
for
But
sure.
how was that walking into the band room and you say you was nervous and
I
everything like
was
that?
I,
You
wa- I
know,
was nervous. I would say I ain't really so some of y'all, I don't know if you was a part of that, but some of the band members, they knew each other from middle school.
yes,
Some people went to Woodson, some people went to Marion Central, some people went to Thurgood Marshall, and they was already in middle school band. So it was just a transition from middle school to high school. My school that I went to didn't have no marching band. And on
okay,
top of that, I didn't have nobody I was literally the only person. So I was coming from the eighth grade to ninth grade. I had a few friends in my eighth grade class that also wanted to go to St. Aug. And remember we had to take a test to get in, and
yes,
I was the only one that got in out of all my classmates. It's the only one
okay,
out that passed the test or whatever. So man, I was the only one in my class. I ain't know nobody for real, dog. I knew a couple people like I don't know if you remember Melvin Cartier. He
that's my
was
dog.
yeah. So it was a couple people I knew. Melvin Cartier went to my my summer camp that I went to in middle
Okay,
school. So I knew a couple dudes here and there from like summer camp and stuff like that. But I didn't really know nobody for real though, dog. Like honestly, it was a couple people here and there, like a handful of people, but I didn't really know nobody, so I was kind of like on some lonesome shit. I had to make friends, and then on top of that, niggas not really knowing how good I am on the trumpet. I was quiet too, and I'm saying a
yeah.
little small dude, things like that. So I really had to what's the word? Like just grow into who I was though. Like I really had to just I don't
That's
know,
when
like
you
rub some
found
shoulders
yourself. You
in.
started to come into your
I
own.
had to come into my own, yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like I said, I ain't really know nobody, so but as I just honestly, bro, like as I just kept coming back to summer camp, kept coming back to practice every day, just getting to know people, rubbing shoulders with people, talking, just blossoming or whatever, coming into my own, like you said. Then things just became more and more comfortable, and then I grew, and I got friends and got comfortable with people and got my little clique and all that stuff, and you
Yeah.
know went from there. But yeah, the first few days though, yeah, I ain't really know nobody. I was kind of lonesome, bro, by myself.
So what did you do to like actually get acclimated? Like, would you had like a pep talk with yourself? Look, Rance, look, we here now. So
Yeah,
how did
now I ain't really have a pep talk, dog. It's just a matter of me I just, man, put my head down and just went with it. You know what I'm saying? Just made sure I practiced, made sure I was ready, made sure I was prepared, and just, you know, I obviously whoever I sat next to, I might have been like, "What's your name, dog? My name, whatever." Just I just made
yeah,
sure I wasn't afraid to introduce myself and talk, and if anybody spoke to me, I spoke back to them or whatever. Start conversation or whatever. It was just a matter of me just. I think I was the type of person that as I continue to be around y'all more and more, I just became more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I
that's
went I
pretty
went
much
from
like
being I went from being really quiet to talking
boisterous,
too much at one time. Yeah.
joking. You became an og nigga.
Yeah, exactly. I just had to,
You know?
just get acclimated, you know what I'm saying? But
And see, a lot of people don't understand if you ain't walked through them halls. You know what I'm saying? It's like something that you would never grasp. You
yeah,
dig?
it's an
Because
experience for
even
sure.
back then, that was so you got to St. Aug in 2001.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
even back then, up until now, you know what I'm saying, we still carry ourselves in that same manner, even though we are grown to
Yep.
adults and men, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? That's still in us, you know what I'm saying?
For
So they
sure.
be wondering why we have this pride. I to be honest with you, I don't know. It's just something that's in us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
It's
is. It
not
is,
something that
man. And
is
we
not a
just
learned behavior. It's something that's ingrained already in you before you got there. So
exactly.
when
And
you
we
when you
just
come
loved it.
out,
I mean, me personally, I just love my experience of being there, man. Just the things that I've learned, the ways it helped me grow. I mean, I feel like it's certain conversations and certain things that I experienced there that I wouldn't have been able to experience if I went to a co-ed school.
right,
It's certain things, certain things the teachers talk to us about that he wouldn't be able to talk to us about if we had girls in the room. You know what I'm saying? Only things that father figures can talk to their sons about. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And yeah, man, I think it just prepared us for what was to come in the future. And it was a certain discipline that they gave us that they wouldn't have been able to give us at any other school. You know what I'm saying? So
Most definitely.
I'm grateful for walking through those halls for sure.
And a lot of people don't understand, like, because we was a tight knit group, even if you don't know a person or you didn't rock with them, and they got that all connection or whatever, they're more willing to look out for you in any
For sure.
aspect of the word. You feel me?
For
So
sure.
that's another reason why we carry that badge of honor.
Yeah,
You know,
bro. Let me tell you, I went to the Endymion parade this past Saturday, and I had the Saint All sweatshirt, and I just love the fact that, man, when I wear that, bro, if an alumni see me, man, what's going on, Purple 85? You know
yeah.
what I'm saying, man, what's going on, Purple 92? And I'm like, okay, oh 05. You know what I'm saying? We fist pumping and all that, bro. Like it's beautiful, bro.
And they
You know
gonna
what I'm
make
saying?
sure you good. You could be good, but they gonna make sure you good.
For sure,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
So it's just, this year was my first year really coming back as an alumni for homecoming. It was my 20-year anniversary. Man, that was beautiful, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that made me want to go back to homecoming every year. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know it'd be like this. We live in
Man,
Atlanta,
listen.
so
I ain't
it
gonna
was
even lie
beautiful.
to you, son. Since I graduated, I have not missed not one St. Aug homecoming, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I'm
just
not
like
gonna
that,
lie
bro.
to you.
I think that's gonna be the move for me, bro. Cause I enjoyed it, bro. Like just man, just rubbing shoulders with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? It was great, bro.
And it's like, when you go back to homecoming, you know what I'm saying? You see guys that you haven't seen in a long time. And then there's
Thanks,
also networking because
thanks,
you might go there and talk to somebody and they might be in that same lane that you in or know
thanks.
somebody in that lane and then they connect you and then they elevate you from wherever it was the day before homecoming. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro.
So that's
Exactly.
definitely a good thing for me and reason why I go back to homecoming. And besides, it always be good to like stay connected and see those guys. You know what I'm saying?
For
And I
sure.
want to shout out my classmate Harold Baisley. You did. He on there. He plays saxophone. So big
For
Harold,
sure.
you did. Well,
Sure, for
Harold ain't
sure.
even big no more. Harold, boy, you did your thing. You know what I'm saying? You done dropped all that. Keep working, dog. Yeah,
Yes,
real.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
But so you graduated in '05, and then you went
Five.
on to the Blue Devils. They Blue
Yeah.
Devils, right?
Yeah, they Blue Devils.
Okay. Did they? We live down the street from Dillard, right there on St. at their benefit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
sir.
so when you got to Dillard, you started navigating, and did you start meeting like new people and things of that nature, which
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of like
it was a few people from the AUG that went to Dillard with me, so I was
a
good.
lot
And
of
then,
people.
yeah, exactly. So I was good in college. It was just really my freshman year at AUG. None of my classmates came along with me. I was the only one. But Dillard, yeah, man, I had a few brothers that was the that we went to school together the whole time, and man, had a ball. And then there was other even classmates that I graduated 8th grade with that might have went to other high schools, and then we linked up again in college at Dillard. So it was all love at Dillard. That like I said, that was some of the best years of my life too. It was fun, bro. Obviously, now I will say one thing that kind of took us on a detour was Katrina. My class was the first. My senior year, we was the last class to graduate right before Katrina.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
we
saying?
put
So,
pause for a second. Let me say this.
hmm
I always say that, and it's just a joke. I don't mean nothing seriously by it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to like step on nobody like that, but it's just a joke. If
yeah,
you graduated from 51 all the way to '05, you went
yeah,
to the home.
right,
But if you graduated after Katrina,
yeah,
you went to St. Augustine.
right. That's funny.
And it's
Yeah,
just be
that's
all
funny.
fun and games messing with the young guys and everything because
So
you know partly I don't know exactly when it was, but they lost the board and then things
yeah,
went
they
from
lost. I remember they lost the ball. That was in like 2012.
yeah.
They lost it because
But
I remember it like it was yesterday because I was like the fuck. But yeah, it is what it is.
so now after Katrina is when I'm gonna say about and from what I remember about '09 2010 is
Hmm.
when you tapped into and I don't know if you still go by it dog because we joked about it the other day.
Hmm.
Playboy R&B, son.
Yes,
That's
sir.
your tag, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
That's when I tapped
so is
into
that
that
still
for sure.
your tag, or you grown up and you the grown man of R&B?
Yeah, I don't really use the Playboy R&B like that no more. I would say yeah, it's more so grown. I mean, I'm still living that Playboy life, I guess you could say, because I'm still single and still kind of doing my thing. But um, no, I don't really go by that nickname no more though. No, it's just Rance Davis. We're just keeping it classic now.
Okay, Rance
Yeah,
Davis.
yeah.
I
You
mean,
know,
you
but
gonna still that's like just like you gonna still be Lil Rance in the band. I mean, you gonna always
for
be the
sure.
Playboy R&B to
For
me,
sure. Nah,
dog.
it's people dog. Literally, I went to a party a few months ago, and when I walked in, they was like, "There you go, Playboy R&B."
Come on, I bet you just bust out laughing.
Yeah, I just start laughing. So I don't shy away from it. People, that's what they remember me by. Hey, I'm all with it. I know I used to say it on the track all the time. So it's
And so and
yeah.
you never
I
sent
don't.
me that, dog. But you on that home run hitter.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, for sure, for
I
sure.
need that.
I
I
got you. I
need
got you.
that.
I got you. I got you. I actually still got that. Obviously, I got all my songs, but yeah, I got you. I'm gotta send it
Yeah.
to you for
So
sure.
now that you had Dylan and everything, and then you became Rant. So how did you become
Yeah.
the Playboy R&B, son?
So I actually was doing music while I was at Dillard.
Okay.
I started. Let's say I got to do like '05, '06, and I started doing music maybe like in '08, but I got on the radio like in '09. But I actually was doing music like in '08. I was doing it while I was at Dillard. I actually was on the while I was on the radio because I didn't graduate till 2010. So even in '09, when I was on the radio, I was still going to school. Like I used to be driving to class, bro, and listening to myself on the radio, and
Come on.
people stopping me on campus and everything, bro. I was
That gotta
performing
be a
at
dope feeling.
it was amazing, bro. I was performing at Dillard's homecoming. I was performing at all the HBCUs, all the colleges. I was
Okay.
performing at Loyola and Xavier, Dillard, UNO, Suno. Like I was doing all the colleges and everything because I was of that age. That was my crowd at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that I started doing music while I was there, and it was a hurricane that hit in '08. That was 3 years after Katrina. It was hurricane. Can't think of the name of it, but it was a hurricane that hit, and I remember I evacuated to Atlanta, and there was a guy that was over this label called Extreme Entertainment. This guy named Walter Butler. Shout out to Walter, and he was over this label called Extreme Entertainment. Extreme Entertainment was the same label that Baby Boy the Prince was on. So
Okay.
if you remember, this is the way I live. So
Yeah.
me and him was like label mates, you know what I'm saying? So but my cousin V Script, if you know who V Script is, he's a big time songwriter right now. um he's my cousin as well, and
Okay.
me and him started doing music together, and we were in Atlanta doing this evacuation, and there was this big New Orleans party, because there was a lot of people from New Orleans that evacuated to Atlanta. So it was this big New Orleans party, and Walter was at the party, and my cousin pulled him to the side, was like, yo, I got a cousin that sing, you need to hear his music, whatever. And we had a long list of songs recorded already was prepared. And I wasn't at this meeting, but from what the story was told to me, they got in the car, he played them, my music, and then dude, like, bro, this dude is fire, bro, I need to meet him. And we met in Atlanta because he was like, yo, my cousin, he's actually here. He's like down the street or whatever. So called me, man, come down, dude want to meet you. Came down there, met him. And he's like, let's talk more in New Orleans. Got back to the city. At this time, I was still living in New Orleans. Got back to the city, had our little meeting and everything, sung for him, a cappella, all that stuff. And he like, bro, I want to blow you up in the city, man. We could get you on the radio. We could do, the things that how we got Baby Boy popping. We could do the same thing for you. I want to do the same thing for you. I was like, cool, let's get it. And off, signed a little contract with them. And man, next thing you know, bro, I'm doing shows like crazy all over the city.
Come
I'm
on.
rubbing shoulders with all the radio people in the city. Um, Next thing you know, I'm on the radio. They kind of tease my song here and there, and then people calling in, people loving the song. It starts getting spin more and more. I'm doing more and more shows, and next thing you know, I'm starting to just blow up in the city, man. Like the buzz start getting crazy, and it kind of went from there. But it was all, thanks to Walter, because once he pushed that button, it really got me to start doing shows and interviews, and just rubbing shoulders with people, getting me in the right rooms with the right people, and making sure that the DJs know who I was. They started spinning the songs. I was going to all these different DJ mixers and things like that. He just had me working, bro. He just had me everywhere. And yeah, man, the buzz and the name started growing, the music started spreading, and next thing you know, I'm on Q93, and that shit start getting lit, bro.
So like not I wanted the other one that I felt like that was your first one. Hey, was
Actually,
that
hey,
the
it was my second one.
okay? So what was
So
first?
it was a song called "Girl Right There." That girl right there. It was on 102.9 back when 102.9 was, the R&B hip hop station or whatever that was competing with Q93. They was the
Yeah.
first ones to play it first, and it started growing a buzz. I was doing shows, and it wasn't on Q93 yet. It was just strictly on 102.9. But people was tuning in. People was coming to the shows, and they was hearing it, and then it grew to go to Q93 because the people
Okay.
from Q93 was hearing, was it started buzzing, and the next thing you know, Q93 started spinning it. But Hey was probably the one that really started getting my name out there even more. 'Cause like I said, that girl right there was like more of my introduction. And then
Got you.
Hey, because I would say the Q93 really got behind Hey. 102.9 was really behind that girl right there. But by them getting behind that girl right there, that really that really
Opened everybody
gained
else
that
eyes.
gained Q93's attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so when the next one came, which was Hey, that was the second one, Q93 was on it from the jump.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
So
probably why that one was maybe might have been the first one you heard, because that was Q93 was on that one from the jump. The program director was like, "Yo," even Uptown, remember Uptown Angela was like, "Yo, this shit's sexy." You know what I'm saying?
so
And they was behind that one from the jump, dog.
and then so you had two songs on the radio at that time, right? Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what was your third song that came on the radio?
Third was Nobody. That was my biggest record.
So I'm glad you said that. You
Mm.
dig? So I want you to sit back for a second because I got something I want to remind everybody else on. So check this one out right here.
If you're somewhere all alone, take a second and think about me. Like all the things that I do to show you that I really want you. There's no other guy that'll cherish you the way that I do, girl. And you know, like I know, to find someone who cares, it's so hard, baby. Nobody's gonna love you like I do. Nobody's gonna treat you like I do. Shorty, like I do. I do. I do. I do. Shorty, like I do. I do. Nobody, 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 girl. Girl, you can go ahead and act real stubborn, like you don't care. And you could go ahead and treat me like there's nothing there. But the truth is, girl, that I know you want this, so don't give up. Your love is comfort, and you know, like I know, to find someone who cares, it's so hard, girl. Nobody's gonna love you like I do. Nobody's gonna treat you like I do. Shorty, like I do. I do. I do. I do. Shorty, like I do. I do. Nobody, 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 girl.
Yes, son.
Yes,
I ain't gonna even lie to you, son. Hey, you know why I like that song? To be honest, I like the song because it's a groovy ass song for one.
for sure.
But you know what? It meant a lot to me because I was actually there when you shot that video. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah, for
But
sure.
shout out to Charlie Mack who directed.
Charlie
That's
Mack,
another Purple Night.
yeah,
You know what
Purple
I'm saying?
Night,
Class
yeah,
of '04.
my
You dig?
dog, for sure. I
But
remember he had been reaching out to me for a minute to shoot a video, and that was the first. Me and Charlie have shot in at least about 3 videos during that time, and that was Nobody was the very first video that we shot together, and we had been meaning to work together for a minute, and yeah, he blew it out the water, bro.
listen, I remember sitting in the back. I was every time that video came on, son, I was like, man, that's me right there in the yellow. But it was focused on the chick, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But I knew it was me because I knew what I had on.
facts,
So
for
and
sure.
then you came in and you dapped Soup off, you heard me?
Yeah, I
When you first
did.
walked through the door. Shout out to Soup, man.
Yes,
He
yeah, that's
popped in right quick.
crazy.
You
Yeah,
dig?
dog, that's crazy. I forgot about that, but now I remember that. Yeah, for sure.
But man, listen, there's not ever when that song came out, let me ask you that.
2011.
And I've listened to that song every year since. Not
Wow,
a year has gone by that I didn't listen to that song, son. And
wow,
like when I do put it in rotation, I listen to it. I keep listening to it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm a fan, my dog.
for sure,
I am
bro.
a fan, son. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? I even sung Hate in karaoke. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's crazy, bro. Fire.
You know,
That's
because
crazy.
like that's just me really showing that my fandom and is genuine, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I
So
appreciate that, bro. Nah, you
it,
always been solid from day one, bro. I mean,
yeah.
I remember, bro. So you
Then
already know.
another thing, I was trying to get some pictures from back in the day when you had did the concert at Republic and you had the whole R. Kelly set up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when the wind was love.
Man,
Yeah,
listen,
I remember that.
you was a
Yeah.
superstar then, boy. I'm telling you. You was on some
Yeah,
superstar status right there, cuz
for sure, for sure.
because
Yeah,
Man,
that was
nobody
sold out.
could have
That
mimicked
was
that
like
like
one of
that.
the only sold out concerts at Republic for a local R&B artist, bro.
Come on,
That was like on some historical shit for real.
man. Listen,
And
and I'll be
everybody was
telling
in
you,
there from Fifth Wall Weeby to Frida to Dizzy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in there, bro.
they were showing love. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you really put on for the city, like, and
yeah,
it's like kind of hard for somebody to come out of New Orleans, period. But let
yeah.
alone an R&B
R&B.
artist.
Yeah, because you
Uh,
know, honestly, if we keep it a buck bean, bro, most of the music that really pops off out of New Orleans, it's gonna be out
yeah,
of
but they got a different
bounce.
face on it.
It's gonna
That's the
be out
only
of bounce
difference.
music or like hood R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Anything else, if you know, if you pop off in anything other than that, man, you really got something special.
most definitely.
You
And
know,
we got some R&B people that's out of there,
for sure,
but
definitely,
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? It's just it's not like rappers
Yeah,
or
it's just not as
people
much.
in other lanes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just
But
not as much, but it's there for
but
sure.
I just think that you know I don't know, bro. It's like y'all not being pushed enough. You know what I'm
I
saying? Y'all not
agree.
getting that light shine on y'all.
But it's just
You know?
you know, it's honestly just you know, in New Orleans, man, I love my city. New Orleans is not, it's just not an R&B city. You know what I'm saying? It's a bounce city. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
got culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're a very cultural city, so we're a bounce and we're a hood hip hop city with Cash Money, No Limit, Big Frida, you know what I'm saying? And Fifth Wall Weeby and all that. That's like, either you're gonna be, bounce or hood hip hop. Those are the two things that honestly New Orleans, that's part of our culture. You know what I'm saying? R&B, there's a community for it, but it's not the culture. But there is a community. There's an R&B community in New Orleans. There's an Afrobeat community in New Orleans. There's a pop beat. There's different communities, but the majority of New Orleans is catered to bounce music and hood hip hop, like
right.
hood rap. You know what I'm saying?
But
But it's
we don't
cool.
want.
It's cool. That's our
But
culture. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
the thing is, though, people in New Orleans, like they rocking with you, but they not rocking with you to push you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But then when you get on, now they wanna, you know what I'm saying,
that's
jump on
true.
that fact. So
That's true too.
that's one of the things that I really don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
But
true.
at the same token, that's my city. And you gonna man, no matter where you go at, you gonna rep that NO, you know what I'm saying? Like
For sure.
even when like I mean you can see the thing in the back. That's purpose. I did that up there, I put that up there purposely.
For
My
sure.
hat I wear, you know what I'm saying? I do that purposely.
For
So you
sure.
know what I'm saying? Because that's who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
The
Same,
negative,
bro.
you gotta take the negative with the positive, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
it is,
Exactly.
but all we gotta do is just keep pushing, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You just do,
Oh,
just be true to yourself, man, and whatever. I just say, be true to yourself and wherever the cards, whatever cards you're dealt with, whatever, wherever you're put, however success you have is what you have. Just give it your all and just go from there.
most definitely.
Whatever
And
happens,
then
happens.
it's just that's just on some like Mike Jones say, back then you didn't want me, now I'm hot, y'all on me type
For
shit.
sure. For
You
sure.
feel me?
So it
But
is what it is.
so like when did you move to Atlanta?
In
Like
2012.
full time. 2012?
2012. Yeah, I was back
And
and
you
forth before then. And then in 2012, I dropped after Nobody, I dropped a song called Old Thing Back. And then after and that did pretty well on the radio in New Orleans too. It actually hit Billboard as well. I had two songs that hit Billboard, Nobody and Old Thing Back. And then after Old Thing Back, I decided to move to Atlanta because it was just like I kind of was too big to be. And if we keep it in the 100, you know, um, I wasn't really making a lot of money, even though I was popular. Like I was
right.
super popular in the city, like super popular. Walking anywhere and people notice who I am. Go to the club and we popping bottles and all that shit. I was living a great life, but wasn't really making no money for real. And the thing, and
Mhm.
obviously because I was doing
You get
shows,
your
but a lot of
feelings.
honestly, I'm doing a lot of shows, but the shows I'm doing, people, the promoters not wanting to pay as much, and that's just it's New
Yeah.
Orleans, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but the thing is, I was too popular to get a job. You know what I'm saying? To get a nine to
Dang.
five. And so I just had to figure something out, and the best thing to do was just to go to another city, a city where the actual industry is that caters more to R&B, and
Mm-hmm.
It was out of LA and Atlanta, and I chose to go to Atlanta just because it was closer to home.
That's the same
Um,
reason I chose to come here for acting because, like, if anything, like push come to shove, you know what I'm saying, you can always dip home and
yeah.
rejuvenate and come back and you know what I'm saying, press play
Yep.
again. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So it was closer to home. So I just decided to make that move to Atlanta. And yeah, and you know, we got affiliated with a couple people in Atlanta too, a couple of producers and you know, people that was supposed to do things. Notice I say supposed to do things for us and things like that. So we thought we had like a little you know, situation out here as well. And so all of that kind of played a major part in us making a decision to go ahead and just move to Atlanta and you know, and grind from there.
Okay.
So, but
So
it had to
look,
happen in 2012.
okay. So let me ask you this, because I can't let you just speed bump Hush, dog. When that came out.
Hush came out in between Nobody and Old Thing Back, so that was like kind of like a song that I just kind of put out there, and then we didn't put it on the radio or anything like that. It was just like, hey, let's shoot a, you know, while this Nobody thing is doing what it's doing, let's go ahead and like shoot a video to this song Hush, because we wasn't really ready to put another song on the radio, but it was
Yeah.
like, you know, while this Nobody is like, you know, making his way. Let's go ahead and just hit him with something else, just a little video or something to one of your songs. And we chose to do Hush. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little ratchet, little risque or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like one of those sexy videos. You know what I'm saying? Sexy R&B videos. And yeah, that came out. That came out in 2011 too. Like I want to say Nobody came out at the beginning of 2011, and then Hush came out towards the like mid. I'll say like the summer of 2011. Like let's say Nobody came out January 2011. Hush, we dropped that like in the middle of the year, like July, August, just to kind of keep the buzz going. You know what I'm saying? But so it came
Right.
out like in mid 2011.
So I personally think Hush is a dope ass song, son.
Oh man, a lot of people, bro. It's crazy. I didn't even know that people was gonna respond to it the way that they did. I just, you know, I love the song obviously, but yeah, man, when we shot the video and we dropped it, it got a crazy response. I remember that. Like I remember it like yesterday. It got a crazy response. People was loving that. That was like another hit amongst the Rance Davis fans for sure.
Yeah, bro. That dog. Like you be sleeping, dog. Like I'm telling you, son.
Nah,
I really
I
me
remember, bro.
personally, I think you need to just re-release those joints and so the people can have them too. Cause
Yeah.
I got them already, like some songs already on my phone. Not my
Hmm.
phone, but I like back then, uh I used to put my music on a jump drive.
Mm,
So I still have those same jump drives. That's why I'm able to still access those songs. You
gotcha.
see what I'm saying?
Nah, I
But
do need to. Nah, man. Some people, it's been a few people that's been telling me this, and I've been saying I'm gonna do it, and then I get sidetracked and do some other stuff. But I do need to sit down and get this done. And I've been talking about this for the past couple years. But all my old songs. I even dropped the album called Love Train. I don't know if you remember, bro, but I dropped the album called Love Train that was actually in all the Best Buys in New Orleans.
come
And
on.
yeah, and it had Hey on there, it had girl right there on there. Nobody and the other songs that was on a different project. But
Okay.
that one had that girl right there and Hey on there, along with some other songs. And it's people that's even asked me about that. Like, hey man, when you gonna put that Love Train on, bro? I need that. I'm trying to find that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to
Right.
listen to the, you know, to the songs that was on that album. So I do need to this year make it a priority this year to really get all the old songs, the old albums, and all the songs from 2009 to 2013. You know,
So
on those streaming platforms for sure.
why you ain't never put out like I know you put it out, but home run hitter, dog.
That was on a mixtape. I put it on a mixtape.
Man, that
So yeah,
gotta come out, dog.
gotcha.
Shorty
I
on
got
your
you.
home run hitter. That's the boy,
Yeah,
look.
I had dropped it, so I had and that's the thing, like people, you know, certain people that know about it, certain people that don't. But it was a mixtape I had dropped with Raj Smooth. Raj Smooth was
Okay.
hosting the mixtape, and it was where I was doing like the Wayne thing, man. Where like Wayne was taking other people beats and making new songs to them.
Uh-huh.
I did that. I did that with R&B, and it was called the New Orleans R&B. It was called the New Orleans King of R&B mixtape, and it was hosted.
Okay.
It was like Rantz, the New Orleans King of R&B mixtape, hosted by Rod Smooth. I need to send you that too, bro, so you can listen to it. But
Man.
Home Run Hitter was on there. Even though Home Run Hitter wasn't an industry beat, that was an original beat. But what I did was I did some industry beats, and then I mixed in some original songs in between.
Yeah.
And Home Run Hitter was one of the original songs that I put on there as well. And that was like
Okay.
back in 2010. But yeah, I need to send that to you, man. But yeah, there's a few people that still listen to that one too, bro. It was a mixtape that I uploaded. It was a link that I uploaded for people to download for free.
Man, I guarantee you, if you put that music back out, there's gonna be a resurgence, dog.
For sure.
It's definitely gonna be a resurgence. I mean, I to be honest with you, I think you could do a whole concert.
I
You
believe
know what I'm
so,
saying?
bro. I believe so, bro.
You
For
feel
sure.
me?
For sure.
I think you know what I think you need to do. I don't know how it's gonna sit, but you should perform for homecoming.
Hey man, the past homecoming that we just had, no lie, bro, was people coming up to, bro, why didn't have you perform? Man, you
I'm
should have
telling
been
you.
performing up there. I'm like, hey, bro, that's not
And
my
then we
call.
went
I
we
don't,
went to
I
an
don't,
all boys school, dog. So I know you could attract some women to our homecoming.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, now people
You know
actually
what I'm
was
saying?
even I went just past homecoming. People was like, bro, I don't know why they should have you perform. You should be performing at at the tailgate party and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey man, that's not my call. People were
So
saying honestly, people were saying that when I was on the radio too. They just never hit me. And that was when I
man.
was on the radio, bro. They never hit me, bro. I don't know why, but
So
But yeah,
outside of your cousin V Script, shout out to V Script. You got to get on the
sir,
podcast next year, dude.
for sure.
But who have you collabed with outside of your cousin, dog?
Oh man, I've
Did you
collabed
do a
with
song with Courtney Hart, if I'm not mistaken?
I've done the remix to Nobody was with Courtney Hart. I've collabed with Nati, 3D Nati. I've collabed with D1. I've
Oh yeah, I
collabed
know.
with
I remember that.
yep, I've collabed with Fifth Wall Weeby. Um this guy named The Show. He was big at one time in New Orleans. Um Trying to think, man. It's a few people, bro. Like G Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done like a couple songs with G Easy. Um I want to say that might be it. I'm trying to think. Other than that, I mean, like Partners in Crime, I've like worked with them before, as well.
Okay.
Yeah, like just like some New Orleans, legends. Denicia, I don't know if
I remember Denise.
that's my home girl. She doing her thing. She's still doing her thing in the city.
Okay.
I've collabed with her as well. Yeah, man, that's. I mean, that I could think of. If I forgot anybody, please forgive me. But yeah, bro. Rod
No,
Smooth, like I
no.
said, he hosted my mixtape as well. So, yeah, man, those are some of the people that I could think of right now that I've did some collaborations with.
Now, if you had your pick of the litter at this very moment, on let's just say, for instance, your coming back out album, who would you like to collab with? As far as like, I know V Script, your in-house producer and uh artist or whatever, but outside of him, who would you like? Pick somebody you look up to and think that'll be dope for you to get on a track with them.
Man, my brother Eric Bellinger. Me and him have started gaining a relationship over the past couple years.
Mhm.
I don't know if you know who that is, but that's like a big independent R&B artist. He's a huge songwriter. He's written for Usher, Chris Brown. He's written for Wale, Jeremiah, Justin Bieber. He's written with the best of the best. He's Grammy nominated songwriter, Grammy award winning songwriter, Grammy nominated artist. He's somebody I look up to and someone I've actually became friends with like I said, over the past couple of years. So that collaboration should be coming soon. Since I've been back into music. Usher obviously is a big influence. That's probably like a dream collab. Obviously, I'm a big Wayne fan, so even though he's older now, it still would be a dream to do a song with
Right.
Wayne. Anybody, Juvie, all them Cash Money. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
That
hear it, man. Listen, still 400. My dog calling you out. He's
yeah, for
trying to
sure,
get down.
So any New Orleans legend, I would love to, continue to work with, or work with, or things like that. But um yeah, man, like those pretty much like honestly, bro, like it's a lot of people I looked up to in R&B that I would love to collab with. Tank, you know what I'm saying? Love
Yeah.
Tank. Um Man, it's those
You know who I
probably
want to see you get on the track with, dog?
who.
And we talked about this. I think we talked about this Mardi Gras last year.
Okay.
I gotta see you, Q, and Luke, dog.
Yeah, for
Three
sure, for
all
sure.
niggas, dog.
QQ is my homeboy. I've met Luke once, and Luke is cool too. Q is Luke. I'm closer to Q. Obviously, Q is that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? We talk every now and then. Anytime we run into each other, it's all love. I see him in the city here and there, and every time we run into each other, it's love. Obviously, So now I would love to do a song with Luke and Q, man. Those, that's a fire all collab, and PJ Martin too, man. PJ Martin doing his thing, and this,
Yeah.
with his music as well. So
And he
I
got
saw,
the all the Grammy.
yeah, I just saw that he's headlining the French Quarter Fest too this year. So congrats to him on that. I'm actually gonna be there because I love the French Quarter Fest. That's my favorite festival in the city. So I go there every year. So I'm excited to see him perform. But so yeah, man, like those are some of the people that I look up to, and people that I would love to collaborate with in the future. In God's timing. Right
Oh,
now
most
I'm
definitely. Everything is in God's timing, brother.
yeah, right now I'm in the middle of just releasing some new stuff and working on new music and really tackling this content thing, man. Content is the new thing. So just trying to perfect the releasing, content and things like that, and then everything else will just work itself out, man. Just like God do
Man,
his thing.
man, listen, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I told you, we had this conversation earlier when I told you that every interview that I do, I learn something new. So I just been live on Instagram.
Okay,
You dig? I'm glad I got that. I told you I learn every time, son. Every
that's
time I
fine.
learn something new. So now next time I'm gonna be on point with it 100%.
Right, for
But
sure.
we was talking about Luke and Q. I ain't gonna leave my dog out. This is my drum section partner, my Z line brother, my classmate, and we gotta get Thomas Hyde. Top, where
So
you at, man?
I remember Thomas too, man. Yeah,
Do the whole upscale with a K, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I remember the whole upscale, bro. So
Yeah,
I said it's hey Thomas to remember too, man. Coming up, I think I might have been like 19, 20. I wasn't even on the radio yet. None of that. I was just kind of starting out. I used to run into Thomas at the studio, man. And
yeah.
this was like back
Somebody
in the G. This
said,
was like 2007.
my brother Kyle Miller said that he'd like to see you on a track with Currency on a Brian Cox beat.
Man, I would love to work. I've actually rubbed some shoulders with Currency as well. Me and him hosted a party together some years back. Yeah, I fuck with Currency, bro. I would love to work with Currency too. That's definitely that's a good one. I think me and Currency would make a dope ass record for sure, for sure, for sure. Cause we both laid back. You know what I'm saying? We both got that
Uh-huh.
laid back. We both got that laid back delivery. Even I got a laid back delivery, laid back smooth delivery in R&B, and he got the same with the hip hop. So. I think we would come up with some dope music you could ride and smoke to for sure. For
Man, shout out to my mama. My mama in the comments too. She said, hey,
sure. So tell I say, hey, how you doing?
what's going on, man?
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, man. So you got some music that you released recently, right?
Yeah, so I started releasing music again in 2 years ago, 2024. Dropped this song called Fall for Me, which is that's still people's favorite song that I've came back with ever since I've came back to music, came back to releasing music. I still was in music, but it was more so behind the scenes. And then I started a business. So if you follow me, you see I run a roofing business. Me and my cousin, we from New Orleans, and we started a roofing business. And once that roofing business started flourishing here in Atlanta, and I started making some real bread, that gave me the confidence I needed to be able to put money behind myself as an artist. outside of just being doing behind the scenes stuff, and that it made me want, okay, now I got the money I need to really market myself and put my music back out. And so I started doing that again in 2024 because I always had still had that fire and that passion. And obviously people, man, my DMs go crazy, and on Facebook and IG about when you gonna drop music again. And I was like, hey, I know a lot of people been waiting on this. Here you go. And the first one was Fall for Me, and the response was crazy, bro. I was kind of nervous because it had been a minute since I had dropped some music, so I really didn't know how it was gonna be perceived or how I was gonna be, received and welcomed. And man, the love was crazy, man. People was like really excited about, me coming back and releasing music again. And it showed even in the streams. The streams were great, and the response and everything. And yeah, so I dropped Fall for Me in February of 2024, and it's people that still tell me that's their favorite song that I've dropped, because I've dropped a few songs since then as well. But the very first song, which I want to make sure I came back hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And so if I'm gonna come back, I got to make sure it's right. And that one was right. That one was right, man. And it's people still to this day that still be like, ever since you came back, this the one I bumped the most. And
right.
so yeah, man. So yeah, I'm all the way back in it, man. I got a lot of plans to release more music this year for sure.
Okay. Man, this is Fan of My Peers, and I'm here with my young brother, you dig? My dog, my Marching 100 brother, you know what I'm saying? Rance Davis, you dig?
Yes,
Man,
sir.
listen, y'all take the time out to like, subscribe, comment. Let my dog know what's up, you know what I'm saying? Talk to him. He talk back, you dig? And if you watch this later, you know what I'm saying? He can check out the comments or whatever. Y'all know he might pull up on you or something, you know what I'm saying? Might send you some music or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He might do something where he do an early release, and if y'all receiving it, he might have an exclusive showing or something like that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But you got a song with the Afro beat joint.
Yes, sir. That's the
So
most recent one. That's the most recent one I dropped in October of last year. That one was a collab. That's a collab with my brother V Script. He's the originator of Afro Bounce. We've been going back and forth to Africa for the past couple years,
come on,
and he has that has inspired him to become an Afro, well, to do Afro beats. But obviously, by him not being from Africa, he decided to mesh it with bounce music because we're from New Orleans, and
mix and talk,
Africa.
man.
Yep, in Africa, and I mean Afro beats and bounce music has to have the same tempo, and so he decided to mesh it and call it Afro bounce and create a new genre. And it's crazy because when he created that genre, I was helping him be behind the music. That's like I told you, I never kind of stopped doing music. I just stopped releasing it as an artist, but I took a break from it. But I was still behind the music. I was behind his music at one time when he first, created that. Doing a lot of his background vocals and writing and things like that, helping him write the records and record them and things like that. And obviously I grew a liking to the genre too, and I'm like, man, I want to do one of these records. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
I was like,
So
I like the sound. I feel like I could do one of these songs.
let me ask
And
you, do y'all have any of that music? Like I know you said y'all been back and forth, so y'all been pushing it out there, or you
yeah,
know, what I'm saying?
yeah, man.
It's being received.
It's received well. It's received well,
Okay.
man. We actually love to go out there, bro. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Out there in the city that we go to is Cape Town. Shout out to Cape Town, man. If anybody from Cape Town is watching, the CPT. I'm saying how we call it Uptown UPT. We call it Cape Town. We call Cape Town CPT, man. We got a lot of friends out there, and like I was just out there for my birthday, man, and it felt like I was home. It felt like I was in New Orleans for my birthday, bro. Like
Man, I
that's how,
couldn't even
yeah,
access my email right quick enough to get those pictures off there.
yeah.
I
I
was
just
supposed to
sent you the
load them
video,
up.
but yeah,
Yeah,
man, we got friends, and the friends that we got so many friends that feel like family out there, bro. And they they support us 100%. They support us like how New Orleans support us,
okay.
And yeah, the music is received really well. They play it out there, play it in the club and everything, bro.
Come on.
And yeah, man, it's all love, bro. Uh, I love it out there. We go out there. They treat us like kings, man. They treat us like celebrities out there, bro. Like they love us. They love Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the fact that we do music and the music is good, they're 100% supportive. And yeah, we try to go out there at least like twice a year, and just hang out with them, and show them love, because they show us love. They stream my music a lot and everything. It's people that come up to us while we out there, like, bro, I stream your music a lot. Like, I love your music. So shout out to CPT, man. Shout out to Cape Town, man. It's all love
What's the
out there.
name of the song?
Name of the song is called Pressure.
Okay.
The one that I
So,
dropped is called Pressures, featuring V Script.
all right. So check it out. Just a little snippet right quick, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna bore you with too much. Not saying it like that, but y'all want to probably get back to the interview a little bit. The pressure right here.
Face right, ass nice, body tight, that's what I like. I check off my list. Britney with no makeup, caked up, bossed up, never want for shit. You make every bit wish, you can do it like that. Tell from the front, you blush from the back. Girl, you got it. You know you got it, you got it. Every night dream is a queen like that. Don't show it off, it's a perfect silhouette. Girl, you got it. You know you got it, you got it. Keep giving that pressure. Heads turn, girl, it's your show. Keep giving that pressure. Don't stop what you're doing now, oh, oh, yeah. The way you bounce that, work that, girl, you know it's pressure. The way you do that, look back, girl, you know it's pressure. The way you bounce that, work that, girl, you know it's pressure. The way you do that, look back, girl, you know it's.
So that was Pressure, you dig? Y'all go check that out. My dog Rantz Davis, you know what I'm saying? He's still a Playboy R&B to me, you dig? But he on his grown man-ish right now, you know what I mean?
Hey, like I said, people that still call me that, so it's all good, bro. So whatever you remember me by, I'm just grateful for it, bro.
And y'all had a article done on you with Nola Zine, right?
Nola Zine, man. Shout out to my dog, Darren. You know what I'm saying? Nola Plug. Yeah, man, they wrote an article, on that as well. Man, he's super supportive too, man. Anything that people got going on in the city that's positive and that's good. Darren's gonna support it as well, man. So shout out to Darren too, bro. That's my dog.
I'm gonna have to plug with him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know him like that.
Nola Plug. That his IG. Excuse me, sorry. His IG is Nola Plug. Just look him up. Super solid guy, bro. I've actually done an interview with him a couple years ago as well, just talking about my journey in music and everything too. So he's super
I'm gonna have to see if I can get him on the podcast and get me in the magazine, you dig?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's cool.
You know what I mean?
And by the way, that reel that you just played, I shot that in Africa. That was in Cape Town a month ago. I was in Cape Town a month ago pushing the record.
That was for your birthday.
Yeah, I was out there for my birthday.
I remember when you posted, because I had hit you and told you, you know what I'm saying, wish you wishes on your birthday and everything. And I saw when you had posted. That was like, it looked like the room y'all was staying in, huh?
That was the room we were staying in. Yeah, bro. It was nice. Yes, sir.
So now that we here present day, you got Pressure. What's the name of the other one again, mommy?
We got Fall for Me. I dropped a record called another one called Attention. That went well, and Don't Make Me Break. I shot that video.
That's the one right there. That's the one I was thinking about, because
Don't Make Me Break.
You sent that one to me before you dropped it.
Yeah, that's the one that had the video that was doing the 360.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you walked in the room and you were sitting on the couch, and then
that's Don't Make Me Break. Yeah.
I couldn't get it to my computer from my phone because it was saying the file was too big.
Gotcha.
So that's why I ain't had that one on there. But man, bro, again, I'm a fan, my guy, and like I always tell you, I don't care what we do. I come sit in the studio and watch you create magic, you dig? Because I'm just trying to be around positivity, you know what I mean? And that's going to keep me sharpening my own skills and doing what I got to do, so you can be like, that's my dog, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because iron sharpens iron, you feel me?
For sure, bro.
Now, what you have that you working on? You told me you got two projects that you are in the works at the moment. They get mixed and mastered or something. You was telling me about, huh?
Yeah, I got two records that I just finished over the past couple weeks. That's getting mixed and mastered. I got some more recording to do. I just got a song that I just finished writing, and I just got to record it. So it's I'm in the middle of creating right now. But I got some
Okay.
records that I've already created that's getting mixed and mastered. Yes, and because I do plan on releasing some more music this year, so I got, like I said, a couple songs like I mentioned to you that's getting mixed and mastered right now, and I still got more songs that I'm still recording and still creating. So I'm just in creation mode, man. We took a little break for my birthday, took a little break for Mardi Gras. But now we back in Atlanta. This is the crib that I'm talking to you right now, sitting down. I'm at the crib. My fucking studio setup is literally right here, bro.
Come on.
So yeah, literally, bro. I record myself at the crib, bro. So this little room that I'm in right now, which is why I decided to do the interview here. This is where I create. You know what I'm saying? My setup is literally like a walk two steps is right here. You know what
Got
I'm
you.
saying? So this is where I create at. So I'm in my creative space. And yeah, I got a lot more music left for y'all, man. So I'm excited, man, and God has revealed to me that this is my purpose. So I'm just doing what God wants me to do, man. I'm just walking in the direction that He wants me to walk in, man. So I'm just excited. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I'm just here, man. I'm just doing what I'm put on earth to do.
And that's to make people feel the beat, the music, the words, the message, you know what I'm saying?
For
Because
sure.
you have like great music, bro, and like you
For sure.
are the next generation of what we grew up on. So now they're gonna have people that's growing up on you, bro. And I wish you
For
all
sure.
the success. I pray that you become colossal, you know what I'm
For sure,
saying?
bro.
And is and I'm gonna continue to be a fan, bro. I was a fan of you when you was playing the trumpet, so you know I'm gonna
Yeah.
be a fan of you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
In this,
sure, bro. Cause
in this
I remember, I
era, you
remember
know?
being at the all. I remember being at the all, like, bro, you could sing, man, sing something.
Yeah, yeah,
And everybody like, damn, dude could really sing. That's when cause you and Q was in the same class.
yeah.
And I remember I was a freshman, dog, and everybody like, man, who this little freshman man, little freshman dude could sing, dog. And then I remember Q like, hey, bro, they told me you could sing. I'm like, yeah, man, sing something. And I remember Q like try to go back and forth with me. I'm like, bro, I'm just a freshman. I gotta be nice with it. He coming, And out there, and Q at that time, Q was somebody I highly respected as a freshman.
Right.
He was one of them ones at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So the fact that Q came up to me like, yo, they tell me you could sing. Okay, man, let's. I'm like, okay, yeah, bro, I'm on to something. You know what I'm saying? So,
You ain't never
uh,
do the talent show?
oh yeah, I won the talent show. Y'all was gone by that, but
Okay,
I won the talent show my junior and senior year. I won that shit back to
okay.
back, bro. Yeah,
That's what's
I won
up.
that shit in '04 and '05.
The people told you you can't come back. You got to come back as a special guest.
I
You
came
can't
look,
come back as a
I
contestant
came
no
back
more.
after Katrina as a special guest.
See, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know, that's
they
what
invited
happened
me
to them.
back. Yeah, they
I
invited me
remember.
back like a couple years as a special guest, bro.
I remember. This had to be our senior year, and Luke Q and Thomas they couldn't compete no more. They was a special guest,
Same.
and them dudes sat up there and sung that gone.
Yeah. Nah, they was
Oh
cold.
my God,
It
bro!
was
I was
cold.
like, these niggas really sound like them dudes.
Yeah, they was cold, bro.
Shout out to my classmates, man. Class '02, you dig?
Yes,
Luke
sir. Yes,
Q and
sir.
Thomas, man.
And I remember one time, because matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you, at first they was like, oh, this freshman, whatever, whatever. And Thomas was the first. First Thomas was like, yo, bro, they said, you be singing and shit. I'm like, yeah, man. He like, man, sing something. So I sung for Thomas. Thomas was like, oh, I gotta get that boy Q for him. He like, yeah, that boy cold. He cold. I gotta go get Q. And then
Yeah,
I remember we was at, I think it was Orpheus or it was Bacchus, one of them parades. We all used to march together. And I think it was Bacchus. We was all lined up, and it was before we started marching. And Q came and was like, "Yo, bro, they said you be singing." I mean, we sung with the band around us. We was in a circle. It was a
yeah.
Sunday.
Come on,
We was in a circle, and it was just me and Q going back and forth singing, dog. I'm like,
that was that
yeah,
iron sharpening iron right there,
yeah.
son.
I'm like, yeah, bro, nigga, nice, bro. 'Cause that really told me like, okay. like I'm on to something. Cause like I said, I looked at Q like he was one of the ones at that time. So it's the fact that he came and when I sung, I could tell he was like, yeah, that nigga nice. So you could tell by the body language. The fact that he wanted to go back and forth with me told me everything I needed to know. So
Most
yeah,
definitely.
man, for sure.
So, man, we got my dog Rance Davis, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, like, subscribe, share this content, share this information. Like, let's get the city of New Orleans, Atlanta, and all the other states. Get behind this man, Rance, bro.
For
Get
sure.
behind my dog so we can encourage him to push this music out a little faster because we need to be fed. You
For
feel
sure.
me? And we need all of that old content, son. We
I
need
got you,
that.
bro. Like
You know what I'm
I've been
saying?
saying that for a minute. So it's this shit is definitely gonna be a priority to go ahead and upload a lot of the old stuff as well.
And before we get out here, dog, you know what I think you should do?
Hmm.
You should have a like a R&B night or something to like really it'll be promoting your own music, but
Hmm.
also giving others who might not have the opportunity to get their music heard by others. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
And that'll be something dope. You did charge a little fee, you know. So you got to make your
For
bread
sure.
off of you
For
did,
sure. For sure.
but that'll be because you know they. You ever been to R&B only the little concert joint
In
that we
Atlanta,
had?
yeah, I've been. Oh no, I'm back.
Oh
I haven't been. I've seen clips of it. I haven't been, but I've
man,
seen
I went
clips
to
of
the one in Dallas back
it.
in August.
Okay.
It don't have to be on that type of scale because all that is just two DJs going back and forth like playing music, R&B and stuff like that. You
Hmm.
dig? But that's not what I'm saying, but something like that on a it don't even have to be a consistent basis, but
Hmm.
more than often, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And that
Yeah,
way,
for sure.
yeah, bro, that'll be
That's something we
something
could
dope.
definitely
And then
put
it could
together.
get people back in their soft era to where, you know what I'm saying, they be like, we gonna go to this spot, they play R&B. You know what I'm saying? Of course you can mix a little up tempo rap or something like that, but it just mainly be about kind of like with the Lovers and Friends joint that they have for in New Orleans and stuff like that.
Oh,
You
I
know what I'm
got you.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. Like I got you. Yep.
But we in
The
Atlanta,
love and
so it could
heartbreak.
be
Talking about
some
that love and heartbreak they be doing.
that, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out my
And
dog Greg.
it's gonna be yeah, here we go. You know what I'm
Yeah, here we
saying?
go. Yep, exactly. They went to the all. They purple nights too.
And he went to Dilla, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but that could be something that it could be here. And by not being in New Orleans, you don't know how it might take off. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know who might be discovered. Don't y'all have a label or something like that?
we got it. Yeah, we it's more so of a production company called
Okay.
Believe That Music Group.
Believe that.
Yes, exactly. And so right now, only artist is really me and V. But we also have songwriters and producers and things like that. That's all underneath that umbrella too.
Man, before we get out of here, I'm gonna give a couple of shout out to my dog Reg. He on here. He stays supporting the channel. I appreciate you, Reg. We
For
got
sure.
Marcelo, Mr. What Up, though? You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? Brandon going straight out that 7 Watt, you dig?
For
Jay
sure.
Chris, you dig? My dog Jeremy, my dog Jerry, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Kyle Miller shot Joey Sims, color guard, 2000, my fault. You know what I'm saying? Charles
For
Holmes,
sure.
that's my classmate.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? I just want to, you know what I'm saying, incorporate everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? We all fan of each other. You know what I'm saying? Whether you doing something productive or just living your everyday life, being a father, husband, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Something positive. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I just wanted to do that for, you know what I'm saying, to make people feel like they're a part of something, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all again, bro. Y'all support the channel so we can get our numbers up, we can get our community built, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna continue to help shine the light on a lot of people that are doing things who might not get the recognition that they need and be displayed in front of people, you know what I'm saying? But man, I want to thank my brother again, Rance Davis, for coming on, giving us a great show, you know what I'm saying? Thank everybody who tapped in, you feel me?
Yes,
And
sir.
we're gonna try to keep on getting these people on the show. And till next time, man, we gonna rock with y'all later, you dig? Thank y'all for tuning in, brother. Another
Yes,
fan of
sir.
my peers, you dig? Y'all be good.
Let's get it.
Hey, hold on for a second, cuz.
All right, dog.